Boots on the ground, putting it down. Welcome back to the Scoop, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mickey D, your host, aka the Baby Knockout Goat. I'm a little late here. I've been dealing with some personal issues. I just want to thank you guys for hanging in with me. Today, we're going to talk about Mexico's possible mining financial suicide. Is it possible that they would ban open pit mining? I mean, the silver, all that silver. We'll talk about it here in a minute. I got a tweet from somebody known for a very very long time. I don't know personally, but we go back to the Doug Casey days. When Lobo Tigre's on top of it, and when Lobo speaks, people listen in this business. He's well respected, and he does a great job with his information, his newsletter, and his research and everything. So we're going to talk about that tweet I got. That I don't know. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to handle this situation with Mexico and how I'm going to invest in it. And we'll talk about it here in a second. Scuba is for your education, your entertainment, your information only. I'm not a stockbroker, not a money manager, not a financial advisor. I'm an author. I'm a researcher. I put it in black and white so you have it for days, weeks, months, and years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, the Baby Knockout newsletter is out. We talk about enterprise values. If people value stocks different ways. You have different metrics, different indicators that you guys listen to. You guys know I'm a big fan of the Bollinger Bands because John Bollinger taught me. There's a time when we didn't go to hotels and conventions. We just went to hotels, and conventions and all that kind of. Now these things are just huge, and you go and it's just a love fest or what have you. Anyway, they're all big. It's back in the day there when you had an instructor, John Bollinger, and he had a board there, and he'd show you how to. Back in those days, so that's a long time ago. The internet's taken over everything, But the enterprise values of our gold, silver, uranium, and cannabis and lithium stocks are there. And I have the 3 or 4 at the bottom of our list that'll tell you which ones for that metric. Now, that's just, it's a little better than the market cap and stuff. We'll talk about that here. So that's in the Baby Knockout newsletter. If you don't get the Baby Knockout newsletter, you can go ahead, any information in the description area. Mickey, MICFRA underscore loans at yahoo.com, MICFRA underscore loans at yahoo.com. And I will get that information, or someone on our staff will get that information to you. Also, one other note, ladies and gentlemen, the Navy AI Baby Knockout. This is the last call at under $1. Now, we were in this thing at 50, 60 cents. Get in where you fit in, ladies and gentlemen. It went down to 48 cents or so. But this Navy AI, which is aided by the Army and the Air Force, watch out, ladies and gentlemen, because it goes over $1. It may come down a couple more times on under $1, but when it goes over $1, like it is right now, dollar, just $1 and a few cents, it has a lot of potential and it can do very, very well for us. And I don't want to hear, Mickey D, you didn't tell me about the Navy Baby Knockout back in 2024 when it was under $1. Yes, I am telling you about it like right now. So look out for that, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's the last note I want to get to you. Let's take a look at these charts. Let's take a look at what. Let's take a look. Let's start with what's uranium doing. Right, I missed the pullback. I missed it. I was hoping that things would go down a little further. They didn't. My capitulation bottom in uranium, it didn't quite happen that way. We could have gone down a lot further, and it'd have been a better buying opportunity than it actually is. But stocks are, I believe they're at long term. We're looking at their 200-day moving average, and they're holding their 200-day moving average if you look at a couple year charts. But right now, when you're looking at shorter term charts, yeah, they're busted. But the longer term charts are still in check right now when it comes to uranium. So we look at this as any pullback in uranium in the next couple years as a buying opportunity. Now, I said this before. I said it a year ago. I said 2 years ago. This is a buying opportunity, I believe, in uranium. But have we had that bottom that we really want to see? I'm talking about the OGs, man. I know young guys are bailing out like they're bailing, diving like they were doing in the Olympics. They're diving. The young guys that haven't been through this type of volatility before. I'm talking about the OGs. OGs want to see it go down lower so we can have a better buying opportunity than we have now. But we were in these stocks at pennies. Let me tell you how I'm gonna handle this Mexico situation though here in a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Let's take it to the next step. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like and share these videos. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like and share these videos. Um, I don't know, likes are dropping off in here a little bit. But anyway, guys, this let's take a before we look at Mexico real quick. I'm a little out of it. Let's look at before we take a look at that Mexico story. Let's take a look at here a couple of uranium stocks here. If you look here at UEC here, you can see the 200-day moving average, the purple here over a 2-year chart. We're still holding. We're bouncing maybe off that 200-day moving average. That may be wishful thinking on my part, but that's what the charts say. We'd like to go down further, but if we bounce off the 200-day over on a longer term chart, we'll take it. What about UEC? Seems to be doing basically essentially the same thing, bouncing off a 200-day on a longer term chart. We'll see how things go with the uranium sector. Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin is doing its thing. Those our Bitcoin baby knockouts in the newsletter are doing great. Um, they're doing what they're supposed to do. There was a short report out on one of those companies. Believe me when I tell you, buy it. It's going down. Wait till it bottoms, and when it heads back up, I would be definitely be a buyer of that one. Uh, to the story that I got from Lobo uh, earlier today. It was maybe yesterday, or I'm kind of off a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. But the story was a proposal to ban open pit mining advances in Mexico Congress. Now, this is a story that is rearing its head again, again, ladies and gentlemen. A committee in Mexico's lower house of Congress approved two constitutional reforms that would prohibit open pit mining and fracking, as well as restrict the use of genetically modified corn. Now, this proposal here is just the other day, it's yesterday. Um, I believe that there's been a lot of talk about this, and not only that, it's hit some of our baby knockouts. And I think this is a buying opportunity because I, for one, do not think the Mexico government would commit what would turn around to be mining, financial mining suicide. Let's face it, guys, when it comes to silver, Mexico is one of the top producers in the world. They're, they employ so many people, they get thousands, we're talking about thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that make their living when it comes to uh, Mexico and its mining. Mexico has some of the greatest resources, some of the greatest deposits in the world when it comes to when it comes to silver. We know all that, right? I don't believe the Mexico government, like I said, will do it. Now, you're talking to a person that said they would get it together and they would be the ones to approve cannabis before America would. Well, it didn't happen that way. And ladies and gentlemen, I spent some time down there. I was down there with we were talking to we
Pretty
were
much
down
half
there
of the weed cartel
5
owns
years
the other
ago.
half. So what
I
happens? I'm
was
not gonna
talking
let
to the
you sell on
cartel.
my block,
We
and
were
you're not
there,
gonna sell on my block.
and we were
So what
standing by
happens
some
here? They
people
move
going
the
in.
drug in between them
We were
guys.
there.
That's why it always gets
We were
there, no
on the
matter what
ground
happens, no
in
matter the
Mexico.
government, no matter no
So
military. At the end of the day, it's
the government, I'm not convinced that the government controls everything. I'm really not convinced the government controls everything down there. I think the cartels have a lot to do with it. I don't believe, like I said, I don't believe and it's not what I believe, it's what the stocks believe. And as you can see, one of our baby knockouts, Discovery Silver. It's in the book. It's in the book, ladies and gentlemen. Junior silver mining stocks ready to explode, possible 1,000% gains. When something like this happens and these stocks fall way down just on the potential, it could happen. But I don't believe it'll happen, ladies and gentlemen. There's just been a big hit. These stocks have been crashed. Look at your junior silver mining stocks ready to explode. Look at some of those stocks right now. And I believe they could possibly boomerang up. We will know in September when the Congress takes this thing up. But some of these stocks right now have really, really been hit due to this headline. You know, they say headline sells newspapers. Well, this proposal to ban open pit mining is gaining a little steam. But I just don't believe. Call me naive. I just don't believe Mexico would commit mining financial suicide. That's my take on it. You guys have a great, great rest of the trading day. Love you. God bless you. Have a rest of the trading week. Like I said, I'm a little, got some personal things going on, but you guys hang in there with me. Pray for me. I love you guys. Rona, Abby, Gee, all of you. Dr. K, you're all good. I love you all. You guys take care. And who else do I have to get a hold of? Shout outs to, is that Dexter? I think Dexter was, last Dexter? Shout out to all you guys out there. Thanks again, once again, for your support. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the trading week.